A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to the final part of Nerf Secrets Revealed Season 6. Welcome back. That's all I'm going to really just say about it, really. Because I feel like this episode's going to be much more shorter than what it used to be. Because many of my episodes, even though they may not have been as obscured as much in 10 to 16 minutes in length, the majority of my episodes really have an average of about 4.5 minutes. Sometimes even 5.5 minutes. But nonetheless, it really just goes to show that my current standards in Nerf Secrets Revealed actually happen to be much more easier to work with than they used to be. The standards I used to have, in accordance with what the format I used to stick to for the series itself, they actually haven't really been going so well. And I actually feel much more better, and I feel more glad about how I decided not to go into that format anymore, but instead to stick to another format, which is this format. And so, with all that being said, I do hope that you enjoy the series itself, as it is today. But there are going to be a couple more things that I'm going to have to talk about before I finally sign off for good for this particular season. But before I end up doing that, make sure that you stick around, because in the next few months or so, as I've said in an earlier Nerf Secrets Revealed episode here on Season 6, there are, in fact, going to be two rather enormous projects of mine that I am going to spend some time working on. A documentary and a full-length feature film really might be a really great choice here to make for the series itself. To have a franchise like Nerf Secrets Revealed itself go down like this, it's really a settling choice for me to go ahead and just expand or branch out even further than what I used to go for. Because now, I feel like I should have some more diversity into my projects at all costs. So with all that being said, I do hope that you stick around, and I also do hope that you continue to watch my series itself. Because of course, even though after Nerf Secrets Revealed Season 6 is ending, there is still going to be a lot to come for the series itself. In spite of the fact that Season 7 may not come around for a little while, there is a good chance that both of these two large projects for the series itself, the franchise itself to be exact, will take the cake as to how well Nerf Secrets Revealed is going to be doing in 2019. So, I hope that you enjoy everything I've done. And now, I'm just going to go ahead and get back on to what I'm going to be talking about here for this final installment of Season 6 to Nerf Secrets Revealed. So, what I'm going to do first is that I'm just going to go right on ahead and say that because I've actually stuck with the original format for the last 5 to 6 years, it's really been not so well here. As I've said earlier, the use of photographs and ticker tape really have not been playing out as well as I originally thought. The way I had conceived it was to be a much more simplistic form of work for me to accomplish, but at this point in time, considering what this current format is and how well I've been using it these last few months, it's been much more easier to work with since then. And for the original format of mine, I would say it has actually been harder to work with, considering how time-consuming it would be for me to just go ahead and spend as much time as possible to find as many photographs as I could. And of course, they could all be copyrighted, so of course I might have to backtrack in all the episodes that have these copyrighted photos and the like, of which that I would have to go ahead and just put in the description the owners of all these photos. So this way I would not end up getting sued for the series after a little while of the series itself being shown more broadly to the public itself. But, of course, the second part that I'm going to talk about is that the documentary and full-length feature film, they will take me quite a while for me to work with. But they will, in fact, be a rewarding experience for me. Both of them will turn out to be a rewarding experience for me to work with. And so, I hope that you stick around, because within the next 6 months or so, you would surely see a lot that would come down within the next few months or so. Aside from the documentary's release, aside from the full-length feature film's release, and aside from the upcoming Season 7, Nerf Secrets Revealed is going to be rather larger for me at this point. So that's why I'm going to take more time than necessary to go ahead and work with it. So with all that being said, thank you so much for being a part of Season 6. I really do hope that Season 7 would be even greater, but here, Nerf Secrets Revealed Season 6 is finally going to come to an end in a moment. So, before I sign off for good, I just want to tell you, it's been quite a ride, it's been quite a journey, but now, I'm going to have to sign off for good. So, I hope that you stick around, because of course the documentary and full-length feature film are going to be two big projects of mine that will take a while to make each, but when they both get released, of course, they will be signs that an upcoming Season 7 will be a real thing. And, of course, if you want to see more, go down to my channel, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.